Welcome to Going Back, a collection of bloopers and outtakes from the Nothing Much Happens podcast. I'm your audio engineer, Bob Wittersheim. Now, Kathryn Nicolai may indeed
create everything you hear on Nothing Much Happens.
But she also creates plenty that you do not hear, and that's where I come in. I make sure that everything you hear is only what we want you to hear, only the things that will help you fall asleep. And so, barking dogs, rumbling stomachs, outside interruptions, and just regular old goofs are all removed by me to ensure you have a relaxing experience. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to go behind the curtain and enjoy some of the more entertaining edits. And so, we proudly present Going Back.
I saw an ad I'd read a few times before about a ring that had been lost somewhere. Gonna go back. Paused at the wrong time. Somebody wrote me this message about how I say 3 words and stop, 3 words and stop, and it's really in my head now. Better to keep your blood. Now it's like I don't know how to say the word blood. I'm like, blood? Nope. Better to keep your blood pumping. It looked like tiny ferns that had unfurled from frozen fiddleheads while I was sleeping. BW, that feels like the first time I said that line. Now I feel like I didn't say that the first time. Now I'm confused. So please make sure. Because I feel like if I had said ferns unfurled, frozen fiddleheads, it's not easy and I would remember it. Thank you for checking. Okay. But I'd hoped, I think I want this to be present tense. Hold on. I'm going to fix it in the script so I don't say it again. But I hoped it would be found. There were kids in going back. There were kids in gymnastic outfits covered by color, going back. There were kids in gymnastic outfits covered with coats. It was the best combination. And I added it to my list of ordinary, going back, of ordinary miracles? Ordinary miracles? I'm getting punch drunk now. To my list of ordinary, can't do it now, ordinary miracles. And I added it to my list of ordinary. I seriously am screwed. Ordinary miracles. And I added it to my list of ordinary miracles. Too long of a pause. And I added, shut up you. And I added it to my list of ordinary miracles. I hope you got that, because that's all I've got. As I was the most likely, going back, as I was most, going back, I understand now. As I was most likely to be the family member watching and listening, frying off the last batch of latkes. I'm getting ready to say the word arugula. I don't know. I've checked like a lot of sources, and some people say it's rugelach, and some people say it's rugelach, and some people say it's rugula. And I don't want to sound, I guess, like a schmuck. Especially since I'm not Jewish, and I don't want to be an ass here and say this incorrectly. If you, with all your familiarity with language, think that I'm saying this in a shitty way, and that I need to redo it, let me know. I'm going to go with, I swiped a piece of arugula. I'm not going to try to overdo the h at the end. and I'm going to try to split the difference between the ch and a k sound, and we'll see how it goes. There was always a slight difference of opinion about the cooking. And as I swiped a piece of rugelach from a plate and ducked out, mobiles of stars and angels and embroidered stockings. What if I just suddenly had a different accent? Like just for one sentence? And most people would be like, I think I was a slave. Had to be a dream. Oh, okay, sorry. And the people who proudly grew the food. The feud? And the people who proudly grew the food that fed so many. Oh well. There was no people. There was no people? There were no people? People here is it's singular. A people. There was no people, I think. It just sounds wrong. There were no people. I think I'm going to say were. Use your own judgment about fixing the first version. First version didn't seem to bother me when it was coming out of my mouth. There were no people I'd rather spend my money with than fellow makers in my own little town. For all the #cozy life lovers in your life, that doesn't work. Going back. Please hold. Okay. For all the #cozy life lovers in your world, I bundled up with plenty of layers, looped a pair of binoculars around my neck, and stopped. I think that's supposed to be stepped. And stepped into the garage for a canvas bag and some garden snips, which fit nicely into the big pockets of my overcoat, and even was allowed to collect sap from the maplings? That's like maple sapling. Got it. Just making a note. Maplings. Feel like there's a sort of sci-fi, supernatural army of young maple trees fighting against climate change story. Just gonna put that in my notes. Okay. The tradition had started. I'm missing a word here. Please hold. The tradition had started many years ago. If you're looking for a lovely gift, I'm going to say that again because I said fur. If you want do you want this for that? If you're looking for a lovely gift to share, chipped wine glasses and busted toasters. I can't believe I didn't get the word defenestrate into this. It just seems wrong. Hold on. Let me see. It just seems like it's, how many chances do you get to use that word? Going back. Chipped wine glasses and busted toasters were heartily defenestrated. I was up for going back. I was up for at least one more time around.